YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Q from Next Level Reefing, and I'm back with another video. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for all the love and support. I sure do appreciate it. And with that being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell so you can be notified of every video that I drop, which is every single Friday. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so much has happened since last week's video, and it was kind of a toss-up on what I should do for this week's video. And because of a lot that's been going on since last week's video, I'm probably going to have to split up this segment into maybe 2 to 3 additional videos. So those of you that have been following me on Instagram, you pretty much know what this video is going to entail. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go into the description box and go ahead and hit that link. All right, with all that being said, in this segment of the video, as promised, I'm going to take you guys with me on a trip to Charlotte and take a look at those stores that I went to the last time I went. Now, keep in mind that this is still a pandemic going on, so I couldn't catch the footage that I quite wanted to as far as inside the stores, but I definitely got some eye candy for you guys. And I also wanted to give a quick shout out to J Hood. He's a subscriber to the channel, and he also follows me on Instagram, so he gave me a heads up and let me know that, you know, they had some fire stuff going on out in those stores in that area. So I did tell him that I was going to hit up the stores this week, but he said they came in last week, but I couldn't make it last week. So they still had some fire though. And make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode so you can see what I got from those stores out there. All right, people, so let's go ahead and take that trip down to Charlotte. All right, so first up is going to be my man David at Advanced Aquatics. Now, the one thing I like about David is that his pricing is probably like the best I've ever seen between Raleigh and Cary, North Carolina and Charlotte. Just for an example, he had a huge yellow tang for like 55 bucks, whereas you go anywhere else and you'll see it for like 69, 79. Even now, I saw in my local LFS $89 now, so crazy. So he definitely has competitive prices. Every time I'm up in here, I'm like a kid in the candy store, and I have to always remind myself that, hey, you got 3 more stores that you got to look at. Pace yourself. All right, so next up, we have Upscale Aquatics. Oh, and before I go to that, I forgot to mention that Advanced Aquatics is actually in Belmont. I mean, it's still considered the Charlotte area, but the city is called Belmont in North Carolina. Now, Upscale Aquatics is in Huntersville, North Carolina. Like I said, it's all Charlotte, but you know, they break it down in the city, so. And I'd like to start off by saying, my bad, y'all. I completely forgot to take footage inside this store, and once I got out, I was like, crap. And with that being said, that's definitely not the last time I'm going to be going to Upscale Aquatics, so I definitely promise you guys, the next time I go out there, I will give you some footage of the store inside of that, y'all. And my man Josh is the one that hooked me up in this store, and this is the same one. So this one is more towards fish. So David has fish and a couple exotic corals and basic corals, but for Josh and Upscale Aquatics, they're more prone to getting like those exotic fish that you can't get anywhere else, or that you at least get locally. And with Upscale Aquatics prices, they're pretty much what you see online. Some stuff you can get competitive, but mainly the prices that you see online is pretty much what you'll see in his store. There's some deals that he'll get you as well, but for the most part, they're pretty much spot on to what you'll see online, like I said. But I also like to add, if you are military, All these stores do offer military discounts, such as myself. I'm a disabled vet, so they will give you 10% off on the prices that you see. So if you're within those areas, or at least a couple hours, because it's 2.5 hours away from where I live. So if you were in those around areas and you actually go in store, you'll be able to get 10%. I'm not sure they do it online, but definitely in store you will get that 10%. Now, I did cop something stupid crazy in this store. And again, you guys gonna have to wait till the next video to see what I got. Man, it is crazy. I mean, stupid crazy. I think it might be one other person that has actually pulled this off. And yeah, so I've always wanted to do something like this, and I'm curious to see you guys guess what you think I got for this tank. So leave in the comments below and let me know what you think I got before I go ahead and reveal it in next week's video. All right, next up, I saved the best for last. We're taking a trip to Nemo's Reef. Now, Nemo's Reef is really known for their crazy, exotic corals. Now, they actually have a separate room where they keep their exotic corals in, and I apologize, I didn't get a chance to film that because I was pressed for time, but I was able to give you guys a little piece of some eye candy. Now, as soon as you walk into this place, they have a show tank, which I forgot to record on the left-hand side, and I thought it was pretty cool. They made a shape of something that spelled their name out, Nemo, and they covered it with some GSP, so I thought that was pretty dope. And I apologize for the crazy blue. I forgot to bring my filter, but that tank that we just left, they had a lot of crazy affiliates, torches especially. They had the dragon torch, some sort of cotton candy. It was a whole lot, but it was pretty dope. And with this tank, man, that Sohal Tang right there and the Emperor Angel, man, them things look beautiful when they're full grown. And if you look through this glass, you can see another display tank right at the entrance. To the right of that, that's the tank that I was telling you about that had that crazy Nemo GSP covered little design on there. Okay, now to the left of the screen, that's where they keep their saltwater fish. Further up on the left, that's where they keep their freshwater fish. And right where those gentlemen are standing, that's where they keep their corals. If you guys can see further down to the right hand corner, those doors, the second door to the right, that's where those crazy exotic corals are. Now here, you know, they have your basic euphyllias, your basic SPSs, and the prices are pretty fair. They're not too crazy, not anything less that you're going to pay for or see anywhere else, but it's pretty reasonable. And I did cop a few things from there too. I forgot the gentleman that got me squared away. I apologize, but yo, he was nothing but cool and dope. I appreciated his time. We was sitting there talking for a few minutes. That's why I couldn't film the back room, because I was like, oh man, I'm late. And I did actually cop a few things from there. So like I said, you guys are gonna have to wait till the next video to see what I got. And yeah, man, and that's pretty much it. Now there are a few more LFSs out in that area of Charlotte, but when I went the first time to see what they are, these were my top 3. There might have been one more, but it was kind of out the way, so these are definitely, every time I go, I have to check these 3 out. All right guys, so make sure you stay tuned for next week to check out what I actually caught from those 3 stores, and go ahead and make sure you hit that notification bell, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. And as always, I thank y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.